So if the sound has stopped working on your Windows 11 PC, then before you go and reinstall drivers or start pulling your machine apart, I want to take you as far as possible in the order that actually fixes things. Because in most cases, it's nothing to do with your sound card at all. And the fix is about 30 seconds away. And near the end, I've got two things for you that almost nobody covers, including the one that finally sorts it out when Windows tells you no audio output device is installed. So the first one, and this genuinely is most people, Windows is playing your sound out of the wrong device. So go into Settings, then System, then Sound, and right at the top under Output, you've got the device it's currently using. And you'll notice if you have a monitor plugged in over HDMI or DisplayPort, Windows will very often decide that monitor is your speakers. And if that monitor has no speakers in it, then you get complete silence while Windows sits there telling you everything is fine. So click that drop down, pick your actual speakers or your headphones, and then test it again. Now, if the right device is selected and you're still getting nothing, the next thing to have a look at is whether it's just one app. So on that same sound page, go into Advanced and then Volume Mixer. Or you can press the Windows key, Control and V together to jump straight there. And what you'll see here is every app that's making sound, and each with its own output device. So it's completely possible for your PC to be fine while your browser or your game is muted, or it's quietly being sent to a device you're not listening to. And that catches out a lot of people. Then the third one, which is when the device you want isn't even in the list. So go back to Sound, into Advanced again, and then All Sound Devices. And in here you get everything Windows knows about, including the ones that have been switched off. So click into the device you want, and if it's set to not be allowed, then that's your problem right there. And you can go ahead and set it back to allowed. But if it's genuinely not there at all, then we can go into Device Manager. So right click on the Start button, click on Device Manager, and open up Sound, Video, and Game Controllers. Now, the usual advice at this point is to uninstall the device and restart to get a fresh driver. And I want to be honest with you about what that actually does, because it doesn't get you a new driver. Windows keeps the driver package on your PC, so when it comes back, it puts the same one straight back on. But what it does do is it rebuilds the connection between Windows and that device. And that genuinely does fix a device that's got itself into a mess. So it's still worth doing. Just don't expect it to be a newer driver. Now here's the one that hardly anybody covers. And if Windows is telling you that no audio output device is installed, this is very likely you. On a lot of laptops, your audio doesn't run over a normal audio driver. It runs over something called Intel Smart Sound technology. And it doesn't live under the sound section in Device Manager. It's under System Devices. So have a look in there for something called Intel Smart Sound Technology. The exact name varies a bit depending on your machine, but it'll have Smart Sound in it. And Intel's own fix for this is to right-click it, click on Update Driver, then browse my computer for drivers, then let me pick from a list of available drivers on my computer, and then choose High Definition Audio Controller from that list and install it. So you're swapping Intel's driver for Microsoft's own one. And on a lot of machines, your audio comes straight back. And the last one is about restarting. And this is backwards from what you'll hear everywhere else. Windows 11 has fast startup turned on by default. And what that means is when you shut down and power back on, Windows doesn't fully start up again. It loads back a saved copy of what it had before, including the state of your devices. Restart, on the other hand, doesn't do that. Restart is a proper cold boot. So if you've been shutting down and starting up again, hoping it clears the problem, that's the one thing that isn't doing what you think. And restart is the option that you actually want. Now, if you've made it up until this point in the video and you still don't have sound on your computer, then I highly suggest that you check that the hardware that you're using, like the speakers or the headphone, is actually working on another device and that you haven't been testing with faulty hardware. And if you verified that, then the next thing might be to start installing the proper drivers. So if you need help with installing drivers on Windows 11, then I highly suggest that you check out the videos that's on screen now.